Adventure Day is a great way to get your fifth graders into problem solving and critical thinking. It levels the playing field for all types of students with all abilities, and it teaches them skills that they're going to need in middle school and in life, and it allows them to do it by themselves, basically. There's a leader, but they come to their own conclusions, to their own solutions. So they recognize that they now have this ability to problem solve, to think critically, whether it's in an academic or it's in a world-wide situation. So Adventure Day is the perfect solution to getting your students to see that as individuals, they all have the opportunity to be successful.
So it was a couple weeks ago that we were in here doing the program. What have you seen since then? Has there been any conversation about what happened, or that you've seen? Okay, that seems like it was it's lasted this long from even a couple weeks.
Well, I do see more independence in the kids. Like when they work together, we work in pairs and small groups, and those groups kind of ebb and flow. It might not be the same group of kids, and it doesn't matter who they're working with or what the ability is. They come to seem to try to solve their own problems and figure out their own ways of doing it without first just going and asking an adult, because this generation is instant gratification, and to get them to see that sometimes you can just put a little bit of work into it and you can still get that gratification you're seeking, because I think that they have a hard time seeing that work is not a bad thing, struggle is not a bad thing, and you still will get results from it. It doesn't have to happen instantly like it does with technology for them.
Teamwork and problem solving is one of the main things that of 21st century learning. It's coming up more and more in our evaluations. It's part of letting children choose their own teams, working together on problems to solve it. And it's also what employers are saying is one of the key things they're looking for in their future employees. And we're teaching those future employees. And so what we need to do, or what I like about Adventure Day, is this is their opportunity to work as a team, to problem solve, and come to sometimes the right solution, and sometimes they're still left struggling a little bit. But we grow when we struggle. If everything is just right there for us, we don't really grow. If it's spoon-fed to us, we're not really growing as individuals. And during Adventure Days, students are given the opportunity, they're presented scenarios or problems, and they're given the opportunity as a team to work together and explore their options. And they have choices to make. They can sit there and say, it can't be done, so they're just sitting and not doing anything. Or they could say, okay, we're going to try this. And, okay, that didn't work. Let's back up and try again and see what else we could do to achieve the end that we're going for. So they can sit still, they can move ahead, they can retrace their steps and say, this part was good, but we need to move further and try it maybe this way. And what I really enjoy as a teacher when I look at this is I've taught for 17 years, and over the years what I've noticed is your AIG or your enrichment studies students, your A students, are A students because they like to be told what to do, what you want them to do, they do it, and they're done. Okay, here's my A, let's move on to the next thing. This, you don't tell them the choices, and I think they have to struggle, and they're not ones that are willing to risk and fall flat on their face. So what I see happening is those struggling students, the ones who have worked so hard with so many strategies in their life, to achieve what comes so naturally to others, they're the ones that actually take the lead. And they can see solutions to these problems that those bright students don't really understand or see. And then it starts getting contagious and catching on, and it's such a great way for these underachievers to say, hey, look, I'm successful. I can do something that in this situation that even those smart kids can't do. And I think that's one of the most exciting things about it. But also, we have such limited time and resources in the classroom. And I'm always for anyone who can help my job be easier. and that can present a different way of looking at things. And I know, like with us, we use investigations, we use investigative science activities, and all those involve problem solving. All of those involve, we do a lot of teamwork in that, but this is a different way of looking at situations that maybe aren't academic, but help them learn to cooperate as a team, work as a team, and at the end of the day, almost everybody feels good about themselves. They've had fun. They've learned to maybe get along with someone they didn't think they could get along with. They've learned to listen to ideas from people that normally they might not think have ideas that are valid. And they end the day feeling like I can find solutions to things that seemed impossible, and they ended up being impossible.